Hi guys, welcome back. I really shouldn't be making a video. It's really late. I have things to do tomorrow. Like, literally have to go to co-op in the morning, and then I have to be there until 3 o'clock. Do classes, I have to do homework on there, and then I have to go home, I have to dance class, and then I have to go grocery shopping. Holy crap. Anyway. Okay, so today, I am going to be ranking all 7 Oasis albums, studio albums. So no master plan, because it's not, like, I want to count it, it's a good album, but not their best or anything. So, going back to, all of this, I kind of did a bit of an odd ranking system. I tried my best, and so to get a good score on these albums. Now the scores are pretty close. I mean, all of them are really good albums. I think they are absolutely fantastic albums. This is what I'm going to score it as, like, you have an 8 out of 10 or 80 out of 100, however you want to score it. You know, that's going to be the ranking. So I will give a score for the album, and then I will go through what I think is the best song, worst song, overrated, underrated, and just my thoughts on the album in general and some of the songs on it. I'm not going to play every song, obviously, but I'll just play, like, one song in the background from the album. So, my number 7, or my least best album. Again, these are all really close and they're hard to rank, and I actually kind of had to change around some stuff, and I'm actually really surprised at myself for the way some of these rankings came out. And I just couldn't get a good, my scoring system was kind of weird. I had 2 different scoring systems I was going by, and I couldn't get a definitive thing, and I just couldn't get the scoring right for Don't Believe But You, so I just kind of improvised and put it where I wanted to put it. We'll get to that later. So, anyway, my number 7 pick is going to be Standing on the Shoulders of Giants. With a score of 8.0 out of 10. So, basically, this album in general, it's really solid. All the albums are solid. There's nothing really too bad about this album. It's just the weakest one in general. There's the least interesting or good songs on here. There isn't anything that stands out as being bad or problematic. The best song on the album is undisputably Gas Panic, in my opinion. That song is absolutely fantastic. I like how Noel gets dark and moody on this. I like it when Noel gets moody. I mean, Liam is singing, of course, but I like it. But the songwriting is so moody, and I really appreciate that. Honorable mention going to Roll It Over, which is the closer and a really solid track. The weakest song on the album, in my opinion, when I say worst, these songs aren't bad, they're just not very memorable. I Can See a Liar and Who Feels Love, but just not very memorable songs. They're not bad. There aren't really any overrated songs on this album, in my opinion. There's nothing that people really praise to death, except for Gas Panic, which is not overrated because it's an amazing song, so. And, the underrated songs, in my opinion, I will go with Where Did It All Go Wrong for my underrated song. Now, in general, there's some good songs in here. Go Let It Out. Of course, the opening track, which is an instrumental, and I won't say the name of it. Yeah, Go Let It Out. You got Who Feels Love again, which is okay. Put Your Money Where Your Mouth is okay. Little James is okay, pretty good. Gas Panic is a fantastic. Where'd It All Go Wrong? Again, I talked about this one. I don't see a lot of people talking about this song. I like it a lot. It's a really good Noel song. Sunday Morning Call is okay. I Can See a Liar is okay. And, of course, the closer, which is Roll It Over. So there's not that many good or memorable songs on this album, just kind of there for me, and that's my number 7. At number 6, I have Dig Out Your Soul. Now, this one seems really divisive. I've only really listened to it through once because I wanted to get this video out. So my opinion on this could change in the future. My general opinion on this album, the score for this album is going to be an 8.1. And my general opinion on this album is just in general that it's not bad at all. It's just not very memorable or interesting. That's just my general consensus on both of these albums. My general consensus here is that they're just not very memorable. And that's kind of how I feel about this album in general. So, for the best song on the album, I'm definitely gonna go with I'm Out of Time, with honorable mention to Falling Down. Worst song, The Turning and Ain't Got Nothing, not bad songs, again, just forgettable. Overrated song, Shock of Lightning, in my opinion, I'm not a big fan of it. And underrated song, I'll go with the closer, which is Soldier On. In general, there's not that many memorable or interesting songs. They sound good, they're just kind of repetitive. And I really love, it could be tainted for me. The fact that it's the last album could kind of change it for me a bit as well, because, you know, Noah and Liam were getting along and all that. In general, most of the songs are okay. Waiting for the Rapture is pretty good. I like that one. I'm Out of Time, clearly the best song on the album. Get Off Your High Horse Lady is okay. Falling Down is really good. I talked about it. To Be Where There's Life, a good song as well. Ain't Got Nothing. Nature of Reality is a good song. So yeah, in general, not a huge fan of this album. But it's not bad or anything. There's nothing wrong with it. So at number 5, I'm kind of surprising myself here. I have, these next 3 were really hard, or next 4 actually, were really hard to rank and really close. But, because you can probably guess what my number 1 is. But anyway, so this next one is, I'm actually kind of surprised it's as low as it is, but I've made multiple videos on this album. I've seesawed back and forth my opinion, and I am coming fresh off the ranking for this album. And because I'm coming fresh off the ranking for this album, it's kind of easier to, I guess, criticize and realize it's not all that good. The production really kills this album. This is Be Here Now I'm talking about, in case you didn't know yet. In general, I find that the production kind of kills this album. It's not bad at all. It really isn't. And I'm still giving it an 8.5, which is a really good rating. Again, there's not a bad song on the album. So for best song, I am going to give it to, Don't Go Away, for sure, with an honorable mention to Stand By Me. Worst songs, again, they're not really horrible, they're just unmemorable. You got Girl in the Dirty Shirt and Magic Pie. Also worth mentioning, My Big Mouth is just really loud and slightly obnoxious. So, yeah, not generally too into this. I don't really think there are any overrated songs on this album. All the ones that people talk about are the ones that are good. I wouldn't say All Around the World is overrated because a lot of people really hate that song, and I like it. It's not underrated at all. There's a lot of people who really like it as well. But in general, it's not bad. And underrated songs, I'll go with Fade and Out, with honorable mention to Be Here Now, and I Hope I Think I Know. So those songs in the middle that aren't Don't Go Away. So yeah. I don't have too much of an opinion on this. It's not bad by any means, but yeah. Other songs to get Magic Pie is okay, it's not great. My Big Mouth is really not great in my opinion. Actually My Big Mouth I wrote it worse than Magic Pie. I don't know why I wrote that down wrong. Yeah, My Big Mouth and Magic Pie are probably the weakest. I Hope I Think I Know. It's good. Girl in the Dirty Shirt again is kind of unmemorable. Fading Out. Good track. Don't Go Away. Fantastic track. You know. And I was rating all the tracks, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, whatever. And the weird thing about when I was rating these tracks is that, this is the only album, I think, even the last 2 albums, I'm Out of Time was a 10 out of 10, and, the other, Gas Panic was 10 out of 10. This album is the only album which didn't really have a 10 out of 10 song on it for me. I gave 9.5 to Don't Go Away. So there's that. Number 4, surprising myself, is Heathen Chemistry with an 8.6. Now, Again, these are all really close. But it's just kind of odd to me that I gave this song, gave this album a higher score than Be Here Now. That just kind of surprised me a little bit, that I was going with that. So, in general, I really do enjoy this album, Heathen Chemistry. The first, half of the album is really, really good. So the best song on the album, in my opinion, is Stop Crying Your Heart Out, with honorable mention going to Hung in a Bad Place, which is a song nobody talks about and really needs to be talked about, because that song is really good. Which is also an underrated song. The worst songs on the album is Better Man / The Cage, because of that stupid 30-minute gap. That's my biggest problem with the album, is the stupid hidden track 30 minutes of silence bullshit at the end. The song itself is okay, but oh my god. Quick Feet is just kind of a boring instrumental. I don't really think there's any overrated songs on this album. The best song on the album is the one that people talk about, Stop Crying Your Heart Out. And underrated songs, outside of Hung in a Bad Place, which is what I mentioned, I'll go with Born on a Different Cloud. I really like this song. A lot of people don't seem to like it. I don't know why. So for underrated songs, that's what I will go with. And that's about it for Heathen Chemistry. Some other songs on here, of course, Little by Little, Songbird, fantastic songs. Force of Nature, not really my thing. Probably On the Mind is okay. She's Love is pretty good. It's a cute song, kind of Beatles-esque. I like the harmonies on it. And yeah, so in general, that's my opinion. Heathen Chemistry, number 4. At number 3, which is the album I didn't know what to do with, is going to be Don't Believe the Truth, which is a really, funny title, in my opinion. They don't believe the truth. I don't know how I feel about this title, but in general, so this album has an 8.7. That's how I rated it, because I didn't know what to do with it. So the best song on the album, in my opinion, by far, Important to Being Idle. That song is just amazing. I know Gallagher is amazing. Honorable mention going to Lila. Worst song on the album, I guess God Thinks I'm Able. There's nothing wrong with the song, it's just the weakest one. There's nothing bad on this album. This album is fantastic. Song I find overrated, Turn Up the Sun. It's not a bad song by any means, but I do find it a bit overrated. And underrated is Meaning of Soul. I don't know why nobody talks about this one. It comes right after Important to Being Idle, which might be why no one talks about it, because Important to Being Idle is the best song on the album. But yeah, it's short, but it's really good, and I like Liam's vocals on it. And other songs on here, we got Mucky Fingers, that's pretty good. Love Like a Bomb, I like that one as well. Party to Q, Keep Your Dream Alive, good songs. Bell Will Ring, all good songs. Let There Be Love, I really enjoy, which is a closer. Really enjoy that one. So yeah, Don't Believe the Truth. Really good, comeback kind of thing. I don't know, it's just, it's a good album, okay? Alright, on to number 2 with 8.8. These were so close. In my opinion, again, ask me in 2 years, this will be my favorite Oasis album. I know the way I roll, so this is going to be definitely, maybe, with the best song on the album, in my opinion, definitely Live Forever. I can't get around that. That song is fantastic. How can you not say that's the best song on the album? Honorable mention going to Supersonic. The worst songs, Dixie's Dinner, Bring It On Down. They're not bad songs, they're just forgettable. Overrated, in my opinion. I am so sorry. I don't dislike the song. It's still really good, but I just think it's slightly overrated. Slide Away, Don't Kill Me. I guess Columbia's a bit overrated. People talk about that one a lot. And underrated song to me, you can go with Up in the Sky and Married with Children. Yeah. And of course, this album opens with Rock and Roll Star, fantastic. Shaker Maker. And you got Cigarettes and Alcohol, which is just a really good song. I gave Cigarettes and Alcohol and Supersonic both got 9.5s with Live Forever and 10 out of 10. So yeah, this is just a fantastic album, but in general, I don't know. I don't find myself re-listening to the album. I just find myself listening to, like, Supersonic, Live Forever, Cigarettes and Alcohol, and, you know, a couple other songs sometimes. So in general, I'm just not, like, super, into listening to this as an album. And my number one pick, which we all know what it is, was a 9.1. What's the Story? Morning Glory. We all know that this is my favorite Oasis album. And so the best song on the album, unquestionably, Champagne Supernova. Fantastic song. With honorable mention going to Morning Glory, the worst or weakest songs are, in my opinion, are She's Electric and Some May Say. They're both fantastic songs, but not as good as the others. Overrated, some may say. I Am Sorry. So incoherent. And an underrated song for this album is going to be Hey Now. But literally every song on this album is fantastic. The opener, Hello, and Roll With It, good, great rock numbers. Of course, Wonderwall, Don't Look Back in Anger. Cast No Shadow was a 10 out of 10 song. This was the only album with multiple 10 out of 10 songs. Cast No Shadow, Morning Glory, and Champagne Supernova. Champagne Supernova actually gave it an 11 out of 10. But yeah, so What's the Story, Morning Glory, my favorite Oasis album. Again, ask me again in 2 years, it'll probably be definitely maybe, but, because I know how my taste will evolve and change. I can predict this myself, or in 2 years I'll tell you that, like, Be Here Now is a hidden gem. I don't know, just 2 years, just, I don't know, just don't be here. Anyway, guys, be here now, but not later. Be here now, and please click that subscribe button. Yeah, don't go away. Click the subscribe button, like the video, and check out my other videos. You should probably be asleep, right? Right?